Hey there. What are you guys up to?
We're conducting,
Is this wellness check thing?
so we're conducting an exercise for to make sure when in the case of an emergency, we prepare to help the local authorities.
Okay, what kind of emergency?
So the theoretical situation this weekend would be like a heat emergency. So in the case of it's like a heat waves or forest fires, stuff like that.
Okay. You think we're going to get a heat wave, do you? Enough that we need the military?
Well, it's not about necessarily here, but it's just about being trained to help
Be
anywhere
able
in
to
Canada.
do it. So what are you guys, reserves or?
We're reserves. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. You enjoying it?
I am.
Being
yeah.
in the reserves?
I am, yes.
Okay, cool. I just want to see your badge. It's kind of neat, your hat. So a hat badge or?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
just the general pain force.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Oh, you got the news here. So they're here in Hensall, Ontario, doing this wellness check that we've all heard about in case, there's a heat wave. So it's a training session. Now, we've got quite a few of them here, actually. They're getting briefed about something over here in the playground.
Probably good. Well, sure. Say there is not make a point of saying there's nothing.
Yes, say
Don't be alarmed. This is just practice.
so. Yeah. So,
So, and then here, I guess they've got a place to gather over here. Oh, this is unusual to see. This is an unusual sight.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
It's very, very much. So you guys you're a reserve as well?
Correct.
Oh, and you're all in there. Wow, there's lots of you. This is very
I got
unusual.
my bag and lunch and stuff.
You guys ready to knock on doors, are you?
Yeah, we're doing wellness checks today, mate.
And wellness, well, I'm quite well, thanks for asking.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird that the military are doing this type of thing. But
Well, what it is
you might want to tell this gentleman. He's with the news.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Hello. What can I do for you?
Yes. Hi, I'm David Menzies with Rebel News, and we're just down here in Little Hensall, Ontario today, just to find out what this wellness check is all about.
so all it is the Canadian Forces is doing. It's basically a practice for a domestic operation, right? So something like an ice storm or a flooding or something like that, we would be called up to provide civil power. So one of the tasks they would have to do would be to check on the population, particularly to ensure that vulnerable people, like the elderly or the sick or something, would be able to receive care if they needed it or other assistance. So all it does is it allows the Army to exercise deploying the soldiers in that capacity and provide confidence to the community that we're capable of performing that task when called upon.
So is that indeed the goal, to find out how many elderly or maybe disabled people there are that would need help in a future natural disaster, say?
No, we're not doing any kind of information gathering along those lines. This is purely a hands and feet type of mechanism where we're just practicing so we understand administratively what it would be like to push soldiers out into the communities and how we'd establish communication and liaise with whatever the local authority would be to understand our relationships and make sure that happens smoothly in the case.
And sir, can you tell me what kind of questions you're asking the people when you knock on their door?
We're not really asking questions. We're just providing them the information that all we're doing is really just what I've told you, that it's an exercise, let them know that this is, to be able to provide this service in the future and, ensure that they have the confidence what the soldiers do.
And sir, social media being social media, there's so much speculation out there that there are some that are saying the unspoken strategy is perhaps the government's gun grab in future months or years. Maybe this is all about a vaccination check for those, for any kind of future virus that's coming along. These are the kind of things we've heard. Is there any truth to those speculations?
I can sympathize with those concerns. I understand the media environment is very speculative and contentious, but that has nothing to do with our exercise here. That's nowhere in our orders. Like I said, we're not doing any kind of information gathering. or preparation for anything other than aid to civil power in the event of disaster.
And have your soldiers, have they knocked on any doors yet?
No, they're just deploying now, so it takes a bit while for things to get moving and issue orders and get everybody set. But yeah, they're just kicking off now to get deployed.
I guess one last question: if there's anybody here and they see, soldiers and army fatigued going door to door in a time in which we're not at war with anyone, and they have concerns, what would you say to those people to alleviate those concerns?
I would just say these are soldiers from your communities. These are all reservists, so these are guys who come from towns like this and cities, and they're here to provide service to Canadians. They're happy to do it, and the public should take the opportunity to have positive interaction with soldiers. They're citizen soldiers, people just like you.
Thank you very much for your time, sir.
My pleasure.
Okay. And can I get your full name?
Yeah, it's Major Michael Wonnacott, spelled like this, Wonnacott. I'm with the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders from 31 Brigade.
And that's based out of?
We're in Hamilton, Ontario.
Okay.
No
Thank
problem.
you very much.
Sorry, can I get your information? Because I'm going to have to feed this up to our public
Absolutely.
affairs people to let them know that you've been back.
So there you go. They there's quite a few of them there, but they're all gathered here. Looks like they've got a whole sleeping quarters thing going on here, or resting maybe. Maybe this is set up for possibly helping people. Hi. What are the beds for? For you guys or for people that you like part of your training? If someone needs to come in.
For us to sleep.
Sorry?
It's actually for us to sleep.
Oh, for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's quite a, what do you call that? A overnight. A sleepover. Yeah, that's what I want, that word. So this is for them to sleep over. Okay, cool. There you go. That's what we got here. Okay. Thanks very much.
My pleasure.
Yeah. There they go. They're off to knock on doors. All right. So we are in Hensall, Ontario, Canada, where, as you heard, the reservists are doing this training. This, I understand, is the first of the kind, but they're training for emergencies that might occur, so that they will be prepared in this, whether there's some kind of natural disaster, some kind of something. So here they are. They're off and on their way. So I'll stick with them. They're setting up, as you saw. They have, there's, looks like they're having a sleepover over here in this complex. They're setting up some communication devices here, which would seem normal, I guess. But here they are marching off to knock on doors. So we'll see what they have to say. Yeah. In a minute they're going to be greeted with the Tyrant Patrol. Some Canadian flags. And some messages to our Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. There's a few messages on flags and banners, so they will see that, most likely. And they're stopping and talking. So I'll get up there and see what they have to say to the Tyrant Patrol. Derek's having a chat. As some of you who know Derek is a veteran. It looks like he's on a live stream.
Is the operation any sort of data collection that you're looking for at all? Or is this just knock on the door, how's it going for training? That's pretty much
Good recon, boss.
Oh, okay. And you're the reservist unit out of London, right? Windsor. Oh, you guys came from Windsor? Oh, you came from Windsor. Okay. Yep, cool. All right. You guys, we're kind of doing a story ourselves, so Gonna be around? Yeah, perfect. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay.
We're doing a story on you guys. Fire Patrol.
I'm not too sure, probably around 10 years or so. I've been in for 12, so we've been doing it quite a while, yeah. How you doing, guys?
As you saw, we had David Menzies here with the Rebel News. So we have
Basically, go through the procedure of how we would help the local municipality.
And what indeed is that procedure in terms of helping? This is helping a local municipality in the event of, say, a natural disaster, maybe?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'd be going home to home, seeing if anybody needed any help, if they needed any supplies, anything like that.
Okay. And is there any kind of like a census being conducted, or finding out how many people might be elderly or disabled, anything along those lines?
Well, if people are elderly and disabled and needed a little bit more help,
Right.
we would want to note that down, just to be able to let them know that, hey, this might be a problem area where we might need to send a little bit more supplies.
Okay.
But other than that, no, we don't do any census or anything like that.
Okay, well, I know you got a job to do, and maybe after you're done, maybe you can come back on camera and tell me what the reaction was to people having soldiers door knocking.
Absolutely.
You're not exactly the Avon lady, right?
No, not really. Yeah, it can be a little intimidating sometimes seeing the army come around, but yeah, we're definitely not here to intimidate anybody. That's for sure.
Thanks so much, sir.
Yeah,
Take
absolutely.
care.
Have a
Sir,
great day.
if you do find that somebody is in distress, are you guys prepared in any way to be helpful to them? At
Yeah,
this
so
stage?
we're all qualified first aiders,
Okay.
and then we have the resources to have medical on
okay.
standby.
Is this
real
what
quick.
you're kind of going
Is
through?
it
Okay.
what's going on today? This is just simulating.
Well, I realize it's a training program and simulating, but if
If
you
there was
knock,
an actual like distress call and stuff,
Yeah.
we're going to contact.
but if you knock on a door and somebody's there in distress, maybe even PTSD seeing you guys, who knows, right? Are you in any way prepared to handle what you might encounter? Like you have first aid training.
Yeah, we all
We'll
have
be there to
first aid
help like
training.
initially, but we would obviously
But-
contact.
There's
But
a
then you
central
have-
program in the Army too that helps with a whole bunch of mental disorders and that.
But today you're not really, you don't have anybody, you don't have a psychiatrist with you or a medical
No, we
doctor.
just have the local municipality first responders.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
All right.
Enjoy.
Hope you guys have a
Yeah.
good day.
Thank you.
I had to. Thank you. Gotta go. Have a good day, guys. Take care. Guys.
All right. So I will jump off here and I might do a bit of a live. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching.